Those who have ears to hear, let them hear. Dear one, devotion to family is a substitute for devotion to God. This may seem a staggering statement to make, because your love and care of family is earnest, so earnest, and great training. It is, in a sense, a way for many people, but it's also an endless byroad. You see, holiness is actually devotion to God, not to family, not to neighborhood, not to church, not to one's country, patriotism, not to all life, humanism. I mean, all people is a sort of communism, isn't it? But to all life is a beyond humanism, I suppose. Buddhism, isn't it? In fact, Buddhism is a very good example. It's all life, and yet professes no God. In fact, it worships the Dharma, the Buddha, and the fellowship, the Sangha. It does worship that. The whole of its practice and activity is with that Trinity in mind. And so it is, of course, with other religions too, like Christianity. It has its Trinity. Misunderstood, but devoted to it, earnestly, most earnestly. But it's not the way. Jesus is not part of a religious fellowship in the story. And he's not married with a family in the story. You may see him as a social worker, but that is a 20th and 21st century gloss on being separate, as he was separate. Be ye holy as I am holy, saith the Lord. What is that holiness? That sanctification. Utterly centered on God, not family, neighborhood, culture, nation, principle, religion, whatever, but on God. And the Jesus way is in particular thinking of God in terms of Heavenly Father, Dad, a loving, all-powerful God that dwells in you and is the sure assurance of everlasting life, life eternal. That's the way that Jesus personifies in the story, as the hero of the story. Your very self. Not to be worshipped, but God as your heavenly Dad. That's who you're devoted to. For I am come that you might have life, and yes, have it more abundantly, in particular, life eternal. The glory I had with you before the world was, says Jesus to our Heavenly Dad in the prayer, John 17. Thank you, Heavenly Dad.